In today's video, I want to talk to you about why cash secured puts, covered calls, selling options for premium is the best way for me specifically to build up your portfolio. And that is a super simple reason because if you're doing this the correct way, you're using this with stocks that you want in your portfolio that are good, fundamentally strong stocks, you're going to win. That is simply it. You're going to win. So currently, I'm going to show you my portfolio in a little bit here if my stream deck works. There we go. Here we go. Where is it? Let's see. Can I move this over? There you go. You look at that. This public portfolio is at $84,145. But if you want to look at the all-time high, it's $85,180. Okay, so I'm $1,000 away from all-time highs. But if you want to look at like the S&P 500, we are still, like, the all-time high was 5,697. We're currently at 5,687. We're like 10 points away. That's on the 1 day. Let's look at the year to date here. The all-time high was 6,144. Let's just say that's an all-time high, and we're at 5,686. So we are still down a significant amount, right? Still down a significant amount, but my portfolio is super close to my all-time high. And how does this work, right? How is that possible that we're still down a significant amount in like the total stock market, and I'm as close as I'll ever be to my all-time highs? And that's because with all the premiums I've been collecting through this bearish pullback that we've had from January till now, I've been collecting premiums, weekend, week, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it may be. That means I'm still collecting more and more money as the stock was going down, and I'd collect money on the way as the stock went up. So that previous value was, say, 85,000, then it dropped all the way down to, if I look at my chart here, it dropped all the way down to 64,000, and I held most of those positions. And with me collecting the premiums and holding on to these positions as they go up and up and up, they're going to break the all-time highs eventually. And then everything on top is all the premiums I've collected. And I think I've collected over like 30K in premiums over a few other accounts. So 30K on top of whatever us retrace it while rebounding back to those all-time highs. That is the beauty of cash secured puts, cover calls, selling options for premiums. And that's what I love to do here, because whether it's like Palantir, Nvidia, Tesla, whatever it is, if I'm making $1,000 a week, and even if like the stock is low, that's $1,000 that I'm able to add to my portfolio, make work for me. And then when like Tesla goes back up to the 300s, or Nvidia goes back up to the 130s, Palantir goes back up to like the 140s or whatever the all-time highs were, you add all those all-time highs plus like the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, multiple thousands of premiums on top to your portfolio. That's why I'm so I believe that I'll get to 100,000 in this account pretty easily by this year, and that's with me like without adding any money, because the stocks I'm choosing are volatile enough to give enough premium, but also very good fundamentally, very good stocks to hold long term. And that's how my portfolio is going to consistently grow. And like what I talked about in my last video, is that you shouldn't really fall in love with the stocks, even though if they're killing it for you. Be okay with getting that realized gain, selling that stock, getting the stock called away from you on your covered calls, because if you're doing correctly, you're only rolling if you're below cost basis, and you're selling if you're above cost basis, capturing that appreciation premium and going back to cash secured puts and making the money on that side, and going back and forth, not being afraid to sell the stocks. And it's a beautiful thing too, because you're just honestly going to keep compounding. This is like the eighth wonder of the world, where if you're doing this with good stocks, you're compounding on top of good stocks. So that's what I wanted to get into. And it's one of the best things that you could do for your portfolio is to do covered calls, cash your puts, and keep continuing to run the wheel strategy. And if you want to learn more, this was just a little me rant about how great it is. If you want to learn more, there's a free Discord in the links down below. It's called Clock Out Capital. Me and my boy John go over all the selling options premiums that we do. I do a lot of cash secured puts, covered calls, wheel strategy. He does a lot of like put credit spreads, selling options for premium as well. He does some YOLO plays, but for the most part, we do a lot of safe plays, and we try to help everyone make better moves with their money. But again, not financial advice or anything like that. But guys, if you like these type of like honest videos where I'm just like ranting about how you can do better with your money, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And really appreciate everyone that stops by. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.